We patiently wait for the bell.
We are now live.
Thank you so very much. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to our Grants Committee meeting for June 26, 2024, on this beautiful sunny day at 10 a.m. It is a virtual meeting, so we will do the land acknowledgement, and then I'll call to order, and then we'll check everybody's mics and video. The Halifax Regional Municipality is located in Mi'kma'ki, the ancestral and the traditional lands of the Mi'kmaq people. The municipality acknowledges the peace and friendship treaties signed in this territory and recognizes that we are all treaty people. So we'll do our mic and video check. Our Vice Chair, Joseph Allen.
Good morning.
Good morning. Councillor Becky Kent.
Good morning. I am here.
Good morning. Councillor Lisa Blackburn.
Hi, good day, everyone.
Good. Laura White.
Good morning.
Good morning. Alex Handyside.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. And Darren Steves.
Hello, good morning. Hi.
And so yet to join us would be Councillor Smith. I don't think he's here yet. And Ayo Alajubebi, maybe not here just yet, but we do have quorum. And our staff with us today, we have Cheryl Chappell, Manager of Programs and Engagement. I'm not sure if PJ is here with us today.
No, it's not.
No, okay. And so we'll move on then. We've done our call to all of the minutes of May 27th, please. Councillor Kent, seconded by Councillor Blackburn. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
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 Opposed is nay, so motion is carried. Thank you. Next is the approval of the order of business and approval of additions or deletions. Madam Clerk, do we have any additions or deletions?
No additions or deletions received from the clerk's office.
Thank you very much. So we have a motion to approve the order of business.
Motion.
Vice Chair Joseph Allen and seconder.
I'll second that.
Thank you, Councillor Kent. All those in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. The motion is carried. Business arising out of the minutes, there is none. Call for declaration of conflict of interests. Seeing none, we can move on. Consideration of deferred business, there is none. Correspondence, petitions, and delegations. Madam Clerk, do we have any of those?
No correspondence received from the clerk's office. No, we also have no petitions received from the clerk's office.
Thank you very much. And presentations, there are none. Information items, there are none. So we get to the reason for our meeting today. Our Rural Transit Funding Program for 24-25. Now, there is no presentation, but you do have the report, and Cheryl is here if we should have any questions. The report is fairly straightforward. If someone would like to put the motion on the floor, then we can discuss.
Second.
Thank you, Councillor Kent.
Oh, no, go ahead, Vice Chair. Go ahead.
Are you sure? I don't mind.
No, go ahead.
Oh, okay, sure. Okay. I move that the Grants Committee recommend that the Halifax Regional Council approve grants pursuant to Rural Transit Grants Administrative Order for the 2024-2025 fiscal year to a maximum of $500,000, including the grants set forth in Table 2 of the staff report dated March 27th, 2024.
Second.
Councillor Kent, are you seconding? Yes, thank you. So I do have a speakers list. We'll go through the speakers list, and Councillor Kent, you're first on the speakers list according to this.
Thank you. No, I just want to say that it's pleased to see this come forward. The rural areas do rely very heavily on these transportation modes, so I'm just happy to support it.
Thank you. Councillor Blackburn?
No questions, just very glad to see this, and glad that we're going to support the rural transit companies to what they have asked for. I think it's extremely important that we fund them and let them do the job that that traditional transit can't necessarily do. So appreciate all the work that those groups do. They are largely volunteers, and so it's definitely appreciated. Thank you.
Thank you. Alex Handyside.
Yeah, no questions from me. I'm happy to support this project.
Thank you. Darren. Darren's
Yeah,
good.
certainly happy to support. The question I had was around the per kilometer cost increase. It seems to be the primary driver of the year-over-year cost differential. It's up to the 64 cents as opposed to the 50 per kilometer. I guess my question is just to ensure I understand the basis for 64 cents. Is that in line with I know CRA updated their guidelines this year, but it's a little different. So I was hoping to hear some clarity around that costing.
Absolutely. While I can answer that, I'm sure that our report author, Cheryl, would have the best details.
So I don't know if you saw the January 10th, 2024 staff report for the Rural Transit Funding Program update, but in that report, we laid out an option for that per kilometer increase. And it's based on a 2.48 yearly average inflation rate, which was used based on the average inflation for when the program was implemented, but applied retroactively to a catch-up. And the new rate would be 64 cents per kilometer. So that's how we based it on the rate of inflation.
Okay. Okay.
So that's outlined. There was a detailed report dated January 10th that you could go back and take a look at that.
Okay. No, I appreciate that. I'm new to this committee as it is, so thank you.
Oh, sure. Yeah, no, not a problem. And that was based on engagement with the service providers as well. And one of the big challenges they had, of course, was with the increase in cost of fuel and other expenses as well.
Okay.
Thank you, and excellent question there, Darren, especially as a new member. Cheryl, maybe perhaps we could send that January report to the committee members for their references.
Okay.
Awesome, thank you. Laura, you're up. Any questions? Oh, you're on mute.
Hi, I don't have any particular questions. I'm also a new member, so thanks very much. And I also would concur with the other speakers that this is a really important service, and I'm very pleased to see this initiative going forward. I mean, I think that these kinds of supplementary transit providers are so critical for, well, just for rural residents, and particularly those who don't have other access to transit, and really encourage self-sustainability for people in need and vulnerable populations. So very pleased to see this going forward. Thank you.
Thank you. And now our Vice Chair, Joseph Allen.
Thank you, Deputy Mayor. I just had one question. It was focused around the staff for an answer. So this was the only thing on the agenda for today, just so there's some transparency around the justification for calling us together for one thing on the meeting. This is a time-sensitive report. That would be my assumption, and I just wanted to make sure that there was some transparency around why we were all here just for one thing on the agenda. So I just wanted to maybe the staff can kind of speak to the sensitivity to the report and why we're all kind of gathered for one thing on the agenda.
Certainly, for sure. The rural transit service providers rely on this money for sustainability. So it is really essential that we disperse these funds as soon as possible to continue service delivery.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Cheryl. Appreciate that.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Vice Chair. And yes, I did request that we have this meeting because of the time sensitivity when we're looking at budgets that are, April 1 start and we're into June and they're wondering what their funding models are going to be like. So it's really important for them to do their budgeting and it's also for their cash flow. So that was one of the reasons. Having heard everyone, just my own comment would be the best line in this report, I believe, is under the risk considerations. And it says that the program has a low cost relative to the benefit received, providing service to rural areas that otherwise would not have transit service with only a modest level of funding. I do think that in the coming years, we'll be looking at hopefully some expanded support for rural transit, especially rural transit services that support our most vulnerable persons. So that'd be awesome. So any other questions or comments before we call for the question?
I think just a comment to you, Deputy Mayor and Chair. I think that as the HRM and the municipality continue to grow, is that our rural communities are going to end up having to have a larger capacity requirement for these type of programs, which is very exciting to see, but is going to look at more of a capacity requirement in the future for sure.
Absolutely. Thank you, Vice Chair. Call for the question.
Question.
All those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye.
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Our motion is carried. Thank you very much, everyone. We have no added items, and the date of our next meeting is July 24th, 2024, should it be needed. And so now we can adjourn and continue on with this beautiful day.
Motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn. I think I saw Darren come up there first. Thank you very much, everyone.